Welcome to episode 2 of Dream to Drive. That is from your dream of living in a van to actually getting in one and driving away. Last time in episode 1, we talked about expenses and you got real with those. Your expenses that you had for housing and transportation and utilities and all of the expenses that you have right now, and wrote them down. My name is Pam. I live in a van. I've lived in my van for 5.5 years. I have a little puppy dog named Matrix. He's a Cavalier and he actually controls the whole show. I'm just with him. Before I moved into my van 5.5 years ago, however, I had to do some research, I had to do some planning, I had to do some things in order to get ready to do it. And that's what this series is all about, to guide you from here to here so that you can get that dream that's up there into driving away. I'm filming outdoors today from one of the spots that I'm staying in. I've never been at this place before. It's absolutely amazing. I got a little breeze. I got my awning out. Matrix and I have been throwing the ball. It's just amazing. My hair shows it. But these are the kind of things and places that you'll be able to stay when you have your own van and you're boondocking. So let's get right into it. When I did these, I assumed the worst, and your expenses may be totally different than what I put in here. So as you can see from this chart here that I put in here, house payment, $2,500. You may not even have a house payment, but I'm just using an example. And if you go keep, and ditch, and that's the red X. Now, again, you may have a house, you may be going to keep the house, and that's okay. We'll get to those expenses later. But again, I'm just doing the worst case scenario to the best case scenario. Real estate taxes, of course, if you have rent, then you would have that number in there. Real estate taxes, $300 a month. Insurance, $200 a month. And now they have a red X. And then lawn service, plowing, pests. We're going to have some other things, but that's on our maintenance page. This is just for housing on here. So that's a grand total of $3,200 a month. And if you ditched all of those because you moved into a van full time, then that number would go from $3,200 to zero. By the way, I have the cheat sheets for last time, episode 1, and for those episode 2 today. If you're interested in them, just send me an email at pamvanlife@gmail.com and put in the subject line, cheat sheets, episode 2, and I would be happy to send them to you. All right, the next one is expenses that you can ditch, and these have to do with the maintenance on your house. Now, on the house maintenance, I assumed 2 things. I assumed you needed a new hot water heater, and I assumed that you needed a new AC unit. So we have a plumber at $125 a month, but actually it was a one-time fee of $1,500. And the electrician, we broke that out to, is $42 a month. It was $500 for the electrician to come and put the new wiring in for your AC unit to make sure it was up to code. You had a door break somewhere along the line, you had to get it fixed, so you had to have a carpenter come in, $50 a month, which is like $600 a year. Your new AC unit was expensive. It was $15,600. And that, of course, is a one-time fee. And maybe you didn't need a new air conditioning. Maybe you don't have air conditioning, but you're going to have some other expenses that you can write in there. And also, I put in there $20 for a furnace, and that was, of course, broken out over 12 months, so $240 to have somebody come and do a maintenance on your furnace. So if you actually had all those expenses, then that would come to a total of $1,537 a month. Now, if you're going to get rid of your house, you're going to get rid of all these things. So that's where the red X's come in, and you have zero expenses for your house. I have those kind of glasses that get dark, so I don't have my sunglasses on. I'm not being rude. It's just that I'm sitting outside on this beautiful sunny day. Here's where I'm set up. so consequently, my glasses are dark, so I'm not being rude. The rest of the things in your house, and if you rent, you're probably going to have a lot of these too, but let's start with electricity. I'm just estimating these. I have no idea. $300 a month. Gas, if you have gas in your house, $100 a month. Water, $150 a month. Cable, $150. Trash, you don't have any. HOA, you don't have any. Private road maintenance in here, I wrote you didn't have any, but if you get rid of all the rest of those, went from $700 to zero. But remember, you need to write your own in here. Now, car payments, I mean, I don't know. I was a mortgage broker for a long time, and I've seen a lot of credit reports, and car payments can be expensive. So I have two in here for you. One is for $650 a month. One is for $300. Insurance, $200. Licensing of the cars, and that depends on what state you're in, how much those are. Tires and brakes would be $200 a month, $2,400 a year. Oil changes, $100 a month, because you're going to have those several times a year. And just plain old maintenance, $100 a month. So for your transportation expenses, it's $1,850 a month. If you get rid of all of those, then that is zero. That's what that red X is all about. So I didn't, this next list is a little tricky, so I didn't put it in keep or ditch. This is something you're going to have to do. But I had in here just some examples. Phone, $150 a month. Health insurance, $500. Loans or other credit cards, $150 a month. Doctor, dentist, eye doctor, $150 a month, because eyeglasses are expensive. Eating out, $100 a month. That may not be very much for most of you. Groceries, $400 a month. That may be a big or small number. Depends on how many people in your household. $150 just to go shopping, clothes, makeup. And if you're a man, then fishing rods and reels and bait and tackle. Gifts, because we do have Christmas, birthdays, those kind of things that we have to do. Baby showers, bridal showers, all of those kind of things. And then just the ETC. What you got, some other things you're going to throw in there as well, and I put $300 a month for that, and so there's $2,000 a month. And you can keep some of it, and you can keep some of it, and you can ditch some of it. So it's up to you to fill those in right there and see what your currents are and what you can get rid of. And we mustn't forget our subscriptions. And again, I didn't put these in keep or ditch because I don't know what you want to do with them or what you have. But let's just say Netflix, $25, Amazon Prime, $20, Audible, $20, Hulu, $15, Disney, $25, ESPN, $25, for a grand total of $130 a month. You need to write yours in there. This is just an example. So let's just say that you have a house and you're going to get rid of it. That's Matrix and his ball. Let's say you have a house and you're going to get rid of it. And so now you're going to get rid of this Matrix. Matrix, can you stop, honey? Matrix. So there you go. That's what we did today, and that's what we're going to do next week. And so peace. Take a look at some of the scenery. Be sure to see everything in the description that I have.